Now is the time to talk about VMware vSphere system environment. ESXi 7 requires a host with at least 2 CPU cores. And of course, it will support a broad range of multiple core of 64-bit or x86 processor. And ESXi requires NX or XD bit to be enabled for CPU in the BIOS. NX and XD is the hardware CPU feature which is provided in almost all the hardware. Some BIOS has advanced option to enable or disabling it. NX stands for no execute and XD stands for execute disable. Both are same and is a technology used in processor to prevent execution of the certain type of code. If you need to install ESXi 7, at least you would need 4 GB of physical RAM or memory. And if you need to install a virtual machine inside that ESXi, at least you should have 8 GB of memory. And to support 64-bit virtual machine, you need to enable virtualization hardware in your processor, which is going to be Intel or AMD. You should enable this feature on your BIOS. And you would need 1 or more gigabyte or faster Ethernet controllers. It is strongly recommended that you will have 2 Ethernet network adapter cards per virtual switch for redundancy, which later on in networking switch section I'm going to talk about it, how you can use 2 physical interface per virtual switch for redundancy. So to install ESXi 7, you would need 8 GB for USB or SD devices that you can install ESXi. And of course, 32 GB for other devices types such as HDD or SSD. And keep in mind, boot device, it should not be shared between 2 ESXi. And for this case, you would need a SCSI disk or a local disk or non-network disk with the RAID LAN with unpartitioned space for the virtual machine. That means you will need the disks for install the ESXi and the disk for virtual machine to be installed on your ESXi. And these are the area in your BIOS that you should enable. For support NX or XD, it should be set to yes, and down in your advanced section of your BIOS, you should actually enable virtualization technology. And here is the VMware vCenter Server Appliance hardware requirement. So in this lab, we're going to use the first one, which is tiny environment. And next we have the storage size for installing VMware vCenter Server Appliance, which again, we're going to use the first one. And if you need to connect to ESXi or vCenter Server with the browser, you must have actually Microsoft Edge version 38 and later, and Microsoft Internet Explorer and Mozilla Firefox and Google Chrome and the rest of them. And for Mac, again, we have Mozilla Firefox and Google Chrome and Safari. Mozilla Firefox and Google Chrome are much better than the rest of them in my experience.